Chelsea Football Club are currently fourth in the table, 28 games, and we have 10 more left to play. We have Arsenal, Tottenham, Brentford, Ipswich, Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, and Nottingham Forest. Those are the teams we have left to play. And after that Leicester performance and how people reacted as well, that annoyed me even more. How people reacted. Because celebrating a win, that's fine. A win is always a good result, but how we performed concerns me. Because how you perform will tell you how your team does in the long term, really. Because the result is one thing, but the performance people tend to overlook because that wasn't a good performance from us. Attacking wise or defensively, it was not a good performance. Leicester haven't scored a goal since January. I'm not celebrating a defensive performance against Leicester. We were not good. We weren't good. And the fact that we nearly conceded as well concerns me. We can't play like that again. Otherwise, we're not getting more than 9 points from our next 10 games. We have to step up. Every single game from now on is a final. Every single one, including the Conference League games. Every single game this season is a final, and the fans need to treat it like that. Whether you like the ownership or not, whether you back the manager or not, whether you like the players or not, every single game is a final. This is Chelsea Football Club under Clearlake Capital right now. There are no easy games. There are no easy games. There are none. So people need to realize that very quickly. I don't care who you like and don't like. I don't care. Top four and Conference League is a must. There are no excuses not to get that. I have to stress that. I've said it so many times this season, but it's a must. And this manager's not staying if he doesn't get that either, by the way. That's just a side note. If this manager fails, like the last manager failed, he can leave as well. If anything, this manager technically should not have been here in the first place. But because the last manager was here, this guy came as a result. Our manager was supposed to be Luis Enrique. This should have been his second season. But instead, we went for Pochettino because of the vision of Clearlake. And Pochettino failed, so then we got Maresca. And I said it was a decent appointment, don't get it twisted. It was, but I call things how they are when I see them. I'm not going to defend anything blindly. I have to call things how they are. And this manager for the last 3 months has been a problem. And these players have not been good enough for the last 3 months. They've been a problem as well. Not all of them, but there are players that have been a problem. Palmer has not been performing for the last 2 months. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And every game we have until the end of the season, we need everyone to step up and we need this manager to step up. Especially now that our squad is weaker than it was in the first half of the season. And this manager weakened the squad by not utilizing some of the players he could have used. He could have used Felix more. He could have used Vega more, especially with our defense. Why would you let go of one of the best options we have in defense? Especially when our defense is dying right now. You weakened our squad, so you need to figure out a solution. Otherwise, you can go. There are no excuses. Now, we can win these games. We can. We really can. I'd argue we can get 22 points from our next 10 games. We can. It's not impossible. Anything can happen in football. We can. And we have the squad to do it. We do. Anything can happen in football. Anything can happen in football. I can't stress this enough. We can do it. We can. Will we? Will we? That's the question. Will this manager step up? Because it's on him now. He has to do it. He's not the biggest problem. The owners are the problem. Don't get it twisted. But that doesn't take away any blame from this manager. He is part to blame as well for how the season has gone. We fumbled second spot. We have no excuse to fumble top four. We have no excuse. We have no excuse not to win the Conference League. We have no excuse. These players are talented players. Don't get it twisted. The squad building hasn't been great. There are positions that we need to sort out after spending £1 billion, which is a shambles. But again, we've already spoken about that. We have to perform. We have to perform. We have to. We have to. Now, on a positive note, it is the 120th anniversary of Chelsea Football Club. This great football club that has been through so much on a long journey. It's crazy. From, the relegations and the promotions to getting the first trophy, the first title, even that long drought without winning a trophy, and then the late 90s rising and becoming like a team that was staying in Europe, and even those two finals against Madrid, and then the Roman Revolution. This club has been on a long journey. There are talented players in this team. I do think we have a decent manager. However, I'm going to call things how I see them, regardless. I give credit when due. I give criticism when due. I have to. That's just how I am. I'm not going to defend anything blindly. So, as it stands, we can. We can end the season well. But the question is, will we?